switch the mic on. Come on. God. Why does this happen every time? I literally switched the mic. I don't know how it just turned itself back to muted. But hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Captain Quasar, and welcome back to another unofficial H3 waiting room. I'm gonna have to go back and see all the times that I've started with a muted mic and try and cut it out. It's too many. It's happened too many times at this point. But yes, we're here. We have some topics to look at. Some stuff from the H3 subreddit. A video from YouTube. I was gonna watch the new video from LUS from Tony, and it used an AI voiceover, and I don't think I can watch that. There was another video that I found that I'd like to look at though, and then I would also like to maybe try some map guessing. There's the map guesser game. I don't even know what it's called. Cetura. Am I saying that right? Cetera? Is it just Cetera? Is it supposed to be like etc.? The ultimate map quiz site. So I might try that at the end, depending on how much time we have. But I feel like we're probably gonna have some time. Yes, I cured you of your deafness. Thank you. You like the amethyst? It's good stuff. But yes, let's get started. I thought this was a very interesting post that someone posted at the subreddit. Zach lookalike. We're always seeing Dan lookalikes. I think we need more Zach lookalikes, and this one is uncanny. Brazilian doctor who treats patients for free shows the heartfelt gifts that they bring him from rural villages. What a legend. Good job, Zach. Truly doing great things. This is how he feels every time that he tells the grocery store worker to have a nice day. This is how he feels. It's the exact same thing too, because he's also just getting eggs. I need to make sure. Sorry, I need to make sure real quick that I have my soundboard set up correctly. This one goes out to Zach. Let me see if I actually did it right. Okay, perfect. It does look exactly like Zach. I think that it honestly looks, oh, little sus. It says, it looks like Zach, but his shirt says sus. His coat says sus. So I don't know if I can trust this. Is it AI? Look at her count her fingers. This one's tucked under, but still. Toes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This actually does look kind of weird. Now I'm wondering if this is AI. Is this just AI? 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's 5. Fire unedited Hasan pick in the thumb. Yeah, I know, right? It's a good one. Very sus. Zach and Nate combined. Yeah, I guess so. I really see Zach here. But we're gonna move on from that. This was funny. And this is a shout out to Bree. Cruel World Happy Mind live chat is killing me. Watching H3 fans is like looking into a cell of an insane asylum. And then right after that, one day. And I saw I forgot to pull it up. I saw another post that was a pull from a comment section where someone said "wante," and then a reply comment was like, "Can you explain this? What this means to me? I keep seeing it, and I don't understand what this is." And then the reply was just, "It means glove in Spanish." And then Then the person replied again saying, "What does that have to do with this video?" And I think that's got to be. It's one of the best in jokes that ever. It is quite possibly one of the best, you had to be there moments. One day. It means glove. Duh. From far, I thought it was Nate, though. I guess. Zach and Nate. Brothers lost at birth? Twins lost at birth? Who knows? Um, looking forward. Oh yeah, yeah. Go check out Guam Street. I saw. I just saw that as I was setting everything up that she is going to do. Girl with a microphone is going to be doing a stream tonight. I love this thumbnail. It was pretty good. True life. I'm a lesbian misogynist. He man woman haters club. So true. You heard it from her. It's came straight from the horse's mouth. Well, now we know. Misogyny stream. She's just gonna. Well, I imagine it's not going to be a misogyny stream, but I do imagine that stream is going to consist on her fucking coming heavy on some women. But it's coming from another woman, so get with the fucking program. On her second channel, the replies were funny. Perfect criticism of content guante. Yeah, I honestly don't know if Madison has like if a lot of her fans even know about the second channel because it seems like I mean it has like a bit of a following, but it felt like that comment section was much a little I won't say much more, but was a bit more heavy handed than the original video, which was uh, had a lot. I mean, it didn't have like a ton of support because there was a there were also just people pointing out other things, but um, I think that it was much more coming from the H3 community after she did the live stream. Oh, girl with the microphone is going to interview Cruel World Happy Mind, or she already did. That's interesting. That would be an interesting conversation. See, and it's just like here's the thing, right? Yeah, I'm sure girl with a microphone said something like probably diminishing of her as a woman. Like let's just I won't say probably, but let's just assume that's the case. Let's just go with that. To just run with like you're a misogynist and like or it was a Taylor Lorenz that said it, right? That it's the proof of the H3 community that of the H3 community's misogyny that it's just so weird to use a clip of a woman saying something and being like, "Hey, it's internalized misogyny," you know? Every criticism is wrong. Every criticism of me is wrong. That's the truth. Oh, it wasn't an interview, but they had some back and forth texts. I mean, that'll be interesting to see, though. Is she in a one party consent state? Is she in a one party consent state? Can she show us those? Does that count for text, or is that just for calls? But yes, this is. Wasn't there another one? Oh, I thought I had another Cruel World Happy Mind one to talk about, but I guess not. Honestly, it feels kind of played out at this point. On the stream I did on Wednesday, where we were talking about it a bit, I don't have a whole lot left to say because it just feels like beating a dead horse at this point. Like what's the point? Like what is the point in talking about her? She is I don't feel like she's willing to really have much of a I don't think she's gonna like reconsider her position very much. I think it's so true when people have been pointing out like she said sorry more to the microphone than she ever did to Ethan and Ela. I don't think she ever said the words "I'm sorry" to them. She said things like, I can understand why you would feel that way." No, yeah, exactly. I totally understand that, and I'll totally try and change my methodology for researching next time. Um, I wonder how the one party consent works if the parties are in two different states and one allows it and one doesn't. The party that is in this, as long as you are, if you are trying to share something, you have to be in the one party consent state. You can do stuff outside of the one party consent state. You can call outside of your state, and it still counts as a one party consent. Um, I don't know, like how loose those laws are, but I'm like 99% sure that's how it works. Uh, duh, 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 duh. Or maybe it is only within the state. Hmm. Can a person, one party consent state, record a call is not in that state? Mm-hmm. Because it's depending on where the harm occurred, quote unquote. And if the harm is like being presented in a one party consent state, then I would presume that that would mean that it's like legally allowed. But I don't know. Again, I don't know how that would then, what that would mean for like posting it online or like, I don't know. That is interesting. Fire research, cruel world, happy mind could never. I think that's why Ethan was able to share the BBTV call because that's what I've heard. Well, because isn't BB, aren't they? Yeah, they're from Canada. Because Canada is just like, isn't their whole country? Isn't the whole country of Canada one party consent? Because I know California isn't. Is California one party consent? Yeah, two party consent in California. But that's also how they did it when because they did a members live at one point where they did prank calls, but they did prank calls on Kenneth Copeland, which I think is in Texas, and Texas one party consent. So that probably that might be the consideration. Maybe you shouldn't call people if they're in a one party consent state, because maybe, or if they're in a two party consent state, because maybe they can in their jurisdiction claim like harm, possibly. That is very interesting. Hey, record me on phone calls. I think it's funny. Post me online. Why not? But now we know. I mean, it sounds like it's to be as legally to apply the law as best as possible. It sounds like you should probably make sure that the person you are calling is in a one party consent state, regardless of if you are in one party or not, because or in a one party consent state or not, because technically you can consent to the one party call from your two party state, but if you are calling somebody in a two party state, you are still the only person uh, consenting to the recording on their end. That is complicated. Laws, am I right? Am I right, everybody? Laws. I'm going to record every call that I ever get. I don't need to post them, and then how will you ever know that I recorded them? It's just for my own personal gain. What gain? That's for me to know and for you to never find out. That was one of the first things I saw about Ethan. I somehow ended up watching the episode about the girl who went missing to a cult to do ayahuasca and was like, what is this show? I love it. So true. I feel like that's like the thing is the reason the H3 podcast works is because of all the other topics that they're able to bounce off of. It really makes up the show. went back to see what H3 was, and BBTV was recommended to me. Been here ever since. Yeah, the BBTV stuff is crazy, and BBTV is still an active company that still does that shit, like, to this day. Like, I'm pretty sure they still are fucking people over to this day. That is all speculation. I do not know for sure, for certain, but I've seen multiple people, like, within the past few years post videos about BBTV and then take them down shortly after, presumably because they got paid out for the things that they were getting screwed over on, which is, like, again, just insane that it would happen regardless. But yeah, let's go to the next Reddit post we have here. So a 52-month Hasan subscriber comments on anti-Semitism and gets yelled at by Hasan and his chat. So we watched that one the other day about Hasan talking about Poland and, like, talking about anything in relation to, like, I don't even know, just history, I guess. I don't know if you'd necessarily say geopolitical history, I suppose, but he just seems very inept. But then he goes on to explain this.
Conflating anti-Semitism and anti-Zionism aside, you still have to acknowledge that the people of Israel are Jewish, and criticism of the Israeli people or character of Israelis aside from the actions of the government is still kind of racism. Wait, what? Yeah, it's also the same as doing it to white people. Okay? What are we doing? This is like basic shit.
Being racist is bad. It's not okay to be racist. You can talk about what is, like, a more like, what is a worse form of racism if you want to have that conversation. That's a fucking stupid conversation to have anyways. Being bigoted in any regard is wrong. People are not monoliths. Nobody, like, no group is a monolith. It's just it's dumb. Yeah, hot take, being racist is bad.
It's like saying, oh, white people can't dance, okay? Yes, in a white supremacist country, making fun of white people, the dominant in-group on the virtues of whiteness, is not going to hit the same as all of the victims of white supremacy and making fun of them.
This video is kind of going fast. I don't know why they put it at they put it at, like, 2 times speed for sure. But let me hear this again.
Yes, in a white supremacist country, making fun of white people, the dominant in-group on the virtues of whiteness, is not going to hit the same.
It's just actually so dumb. You are literally saying be racist to the groups that are like. Any group that has ever been oppressive to another group, you can be racist to them, apparently. And just, like, whole, like, all of them. You can make blanket statements over large groups of people, blanket generalizations, and just, like, old school racist comments and shit. Because of, like, and also it's like, I don't know. Yes, what Israel is doing as a country right now is absolutely despicable. But in comparison to the destruction that has been done to the Jewish people, yeah, you could say, oh, you're conflating, like, Judaism to Israel, but it's like, there is a, like, because my whole thing is this, right? I don't want to conflate Israelis to Jewish people, but I don't think Hasan is talking about, like, the Arab Israelis or the Druze Israelis, or, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think he's talking about them, because he's talking specifically about, like, if a group was white supremacist. So the group, they're not Israeli supremacist. The fear would be that they're like some kind of like Jewish supremacists that are trying to feed this like it's just so fucking. It is Friday, baby. Woo. I'm going to have an aneurysm. I don't know if I can get through this. It's basically the same take he had about rich white women in college. Yeah, getting sexually assaulted. Oh, chat is disabled for the H3 stream? I didn't see what it was today. Let me see. I was waiting for the thing to come up. It might just be disabled from the other day when they had it disabled for the conversation. Because they probably just pulled the last scheduled stream and it probably still had the chat disabled. I don't know though. That is interesting. Yeah, it's probably left over for money. That's what I'm thinking. And Dan isn't there, so maybe AB is trying to fix it. It's Tamara sitting there trying to figure it out. They said, Tamara, put the show live. She went, huh? Well, if so, I will be chatting it up in the Discord, so true. Maybe Millhouse is calling in. Ooh, Millhouse calling in could be interesting. That could be an interesting convo. But yeah, let's continue with this point about how racism is good from Hasan.
As all of the victims of white supremacy and making fun of them. One is reasserting the racial pecking order. The other one is actually just making jokes. Jokes that are not associated with any sort of historic pattern of violence that white people have received on the basis of whiteness. And the same goes for Israel. Yeah, when you say, oh, like something is Israeli.
It's just like, I don't understand how Hasan cannot, like, how he doesn't get that racism even in like, because like I feel like Hasan does think that like being racist to white people isn't just okay in general. I think that he also thinks that it's like fine because he's white, but it's just like that's also just not true. It's just everything about it is just so weird. It's just such a weird fucking, like, why does he want to be racist so bad? Why does he want to be not just racist? Why does he want to be justifiably racist so bad? That's so weird.
Coded, or something is Israel coded. Yeah, you're making fun of an entire fucking country of people, okay? Look, I understand that, but it's not like you're making fun of a historically dominated, or at least in contemporary society, dominated group of people.
Did he really just say that?
Israeli coded, or something is Israel coded. Yeah, you're making fun of an entire fucking country of people, okay? Look, I understand that, but it's not like you're making fun of a historically dominated, or at least in contemporary society, dominated group of people.
Oh my god. Hasan, you don't just go, wow, this is pretty Israel coded. You say, oh, look at these inbred fucks. That's the shit that you say. Like, what are you talking about? You don't go, oh, look at this. This is quite Israel coded, isn't it? Like, what are you saying right now? Oh my, like, he's actually melting my brain. And again, oh my fucking god. I just don't even understand. When you're willing to just be this, like willfully ignorant, I guess, you can really get away with anything, I suppose. Yes.
Why do people keep saying Superman Hasan superhero W?
Don't let them know that Superman was created by two Jewish guys.
And reasserting the racial pecking order. I've talked about this quite a bit. A lot of people say, Hasan, you speak about anti-Semitism. You are doing Jewish exceptionalism. It's like, no, bigotry is bigotry, right? Jews are a small percentage of the American society, but by and large, they are not systematically discriminated against in the way that black people are, in the way that...
Just look at the FBI crime stats. What are you talking about? What are you saying? You're just lying. You're just lying. This is literally just a lie. Just look at the statistics. Again, and just using this like comparative argument is so dumb too. Like, even if it's individual acts of like singular moments of people being racist, call it out for being wrong. But you're acting as though, no, it's justifiable because in the grand scheme of things, it's not a big, like, it's not a big deal compared to the other people that are getting, like, what? What happens when you propagate any type of bigotry is that it spreads and it creates isolationism in individuals who then spread like their bigotry to then other groups because it's unfounded. They're unfounded. Fucking, it's just so stupid. It's so dumb.
That brown people are, because anti-Semitism is not a permissible form of bigotry, or institutionally permissible form of bigotry, rather. So while Jews can be victim to anti-Semitic hate crimes, of course, and it does happen, like, you know, going and spraying a swastika outside of a synagogue is an anti-Semitic hate crime, and it reminds Jews of historic violence that they have experienced. When we're talking about Israel, it's an entirely different thing. One of the examples I always use is the Star of David, right? If you were to spray paint the Star of David outside of a Jewish person's house in the Western world, that might be perceived as a threat. Understandable. You might be telling other people, like, there's a Jew that lives here, right? That's anti-Semitic. Except in Israel, when someone spray paints the Star of David outside of a house, that's a threat that is not anti-Semitic. That's a threat that Jewish settlers are going to come and firebomb your house. Okay? It's because Jews in Israel are the in-group. Because Israel is a Jewish ethno-state, a Jewish supremacist ethno-state. With an exterminationist ideology, with an exterminationist fascist ideology. That's precisely the reason why these are not replicable for America.
No, it's exactly why you need to come at this with a very nuanced like perspective. Be able to talk about the very complicated issue that this is.
American Jews. As a matter of fact, one of the funniest examples of this is fucking SNL. Israeli SNL, right? Like when you look at shitty techno music or shitty art.
And also, like, again, when we're talking about like the settlers that are going and fucking like stealing people's homes, like, who are you talking about in that moment? Like, what do you like? Like, what are you talking about? What is their point of their like, they're doing it for this like perceived expansion of the Holy Land and getting, like, it's quite literally coming from like ultra what's the word, like ultra religious or can I think of the fucking word right now? There's too many things going on in my head because of what Hasan said. This is truly a Turkish iDubbbz moment. Like, I'm genuinely like losing it right now. Yeah, that too. If you spray painted a Star of David on a Muslim's house in America, it wouldn't be chill. God, he's dumb. Yeah, again, it is just all based on the context. But like, yeah, the extrapolation that's made when you're talking about the like West Bank expansion and the colonization, you're talking about like religious extremists and stuff too. Like, it's not just like again, it's just, that's why it's such a complicated issue. It's very complicated. Clearly, he's not an NYU film graduate. Hell, I bet he's never walked Bob Dylan up on stage. You're nothing. You're nothing. Absolutely nothing. I need to. Is there a copy pasta of it? You suck! How dare you ruin it for everybody else! Get out! No, you go! I'm not going anywhere, shithead! Get the fuck out of my neighborhood! Get out! You're no artist! You suck! You're a mediocre piece of shit! You can't even play! You suck! I've been playing for 41 years! You suck! I'm a left-handed guitarist! You suck! No! You go! Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out! Other man plays Oh Susanna badly on trumpet. Get out! Man stops, then resumes playing. Fuck you! Fucking asshole! I just want that one part. You miserable, presumptuous, no talent. You're no artist. An artist respects the silence and serves as a foundation of creativity. You obviously don't have a talent. You don't have enough respect for yourself or other people, or what it is to express yourself in music or any other form of creativity. And I'm an NYU film graduate, sucker. My cat does not like it. You don't like me doing that? I had 20,000 people at Billy Graham. In 1975, I walked Bob Dylan out on stage. Who the fuck are you? I was the Grateful Dead from 1966. Who the fuck are you? You're nothing. You're nothing. You are nothing. It goes on for so long. I skipped around on that. It's such a long... That video really is a classic of all time. But that is my true reaction to Hasan in this moment.
That has this fascist polish on it, and you say this is so Israel coded. Could you actually
back to it? Sorry, I needed something to decompress my mind for a second. This is like a 10-minute clip that they put at 2 times speed, so it's still 5 minutes. It's like, oh.
One of the funniest examples of this is fucking SNL, Israeli SNL, right? Like when you look at shitty techno music or shitty art that has this fascist polish on it, and you say this is so Israel coded. Could you actually say this is so Jewish coded? Are Jews in the Western world notorious?
Yeah, me and Zach just need to go back and forth, yelling at each other. Yelling at each other is I don't even remember what his name is. Bob Dylan. Is there a video of that? I would kill for a video of him walking Bob Dylan out on stage. Douglas Levison. Gotta love Douglas. Our boy Doug.
Notorious for making dog shit art? Don't you think it's the exact opposite? If anything, it heightens that contradiction. It heightens that separation. Yeah, of course. But that is what the sensitivity attached to. It feels like anti-Semitism. It's easy to feel like attacks against Israelis is still anti-Semitism. I definitely agree that the actions of the state of Israel are egregious. So for the people that are crying anti-Semitism about the Christmas of Israel still experiencing the effects of that conflation, also chill chat, I'm with you, I'm just contextualizing. Yeah, but it's wrong. And not only is it wrong, but it also needs to be severed. I also always stress the importance that, like, because sometimes people will be like, well, what if every Jew was pro-Israel? Yeah, I'd still be on fuck Israel o'clock. You know what I mean? Like, there is no, like, that doesn't change anything for me. You know? Because there are...
Well, it's not even about, like, what if. I mean, a majority of Jewish people around the world are for Israel to exist as a state, as a Jewish state. And then again, it's just the differences come in about what that state is, what that country looks like. It's just actually so, to me, it just seems so simplistic on a level. And here's the thing. I completely understand that. I guess I don't completely understand it. On some level, I think that I get that the people that want to jump like down people's throats, like they're going to it for people like Ethan and Hila, because even during the conversation when they were giving the concession about Israel and about Palestine, when they said, I hope that the Palestinians can be free, and then they said from Hamas, they are meaning from Hamas as well as from Israel. They want them to have their own country. And that can obviously, when you're looking for the worst possible clip, is just going to be something that jumps out to you. Sorry, there's stuff on my desk too. But it's just ridiculous to me that Hasan, like, doesn't understand that I'd probably say that obviously this is coming from a unknowing perspective, but I would probably assume, like any country, most people in Israel and outside of Israel in support of it probably have a different conceptualization of how they would want the country to stand, how they would want their nation to exist. You know what I mean? Like that. I think that's probably the same for all Americans. That's probably the same for all you know, all English people, all fucking French, all German. I'm sure everybody has a different concept of how they want their like country to exist, and this idea that everybody exists for this one goal is where the racism like claim comes from, because it is assuming that all of the Israeli people are wanting this thing to happen, and the thing that is to happen would be the this expansionist goal for the greater Israel project or whatever, the whole idea of getting like greater space in the Levant and like for like Jewish extremism basically.
There are some people out there who go like, well, a significant number of Jews are pro-Israel, so if you're shitting on Israel, you're shitting on those Jews. It's like, yeah, I mean, I'm shitting on those Jews for being pro-Israel in that situation. I'm shitting on anyone for being pro-Israel. I don't give a fuck. I'm anti-Israel. Has nothing to do with your own background. You chose to be pro-Israel, and you're a little fake too, also on top of that, right? Because it's not like you're living there. Maybe you got some family there, which means it's even easier for you to go and live there, but you don't fucking want to. Because guess what? You're fucking American, okay? Suck my dick. You're an American. You're an American Jew. You're not fucking Israeli. You don't live in Israel. You don't want to live in Israel. You literally, I know how you talk about Israel, about your Israeli relatives in private when you're around other Jews also living in America. I know how you talk about Israel, but
what about the way that you talk about America while living in America? What about all the times that you shit on America and talk about how terrible it is and how we're the center of imperialism, or whatever the fuck he said about how the USSR, how we destroyed how we defeated the USSR and how that's a bad thing. Like, why are you living here then? What the fuck are you talking about? It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. It's so fun. Everything that he says is just so easily like disproven by using him as the fucking like oh my god, like he's such a hypocrite, like actually the biggest hypocrite in the world. Yeah, he intentionally conflates Israel, the people, and the Israeli government. Yeah, I mean, and that's like the whole thing when, because yeah, if he was just to say like, oh, this is Israel coded, oh, the Israeli government, but he always says Israelis. Like if you said, like it's the difference of saying Israel does this and Israeli because like when he's talking about America, you say America's bad. You don't say Americans are bad. I guess he probably does sometimes, depending on which day of the week it is, who he's wanting to fight against. America is England 2.0. You can say that again. This is why I find it hard to believe that anyone smart who claims to like Hasan don't actually watch his streams. No, yeah, like, because yeah, maybe this is clipped way out of context. This 10-minute clip sped up into 5 minutes is way out of context. I don't know what he's talking about. I'm just saying what the internet's saying.
But then when it's talking to the out group, all of a sudden it's like, oh, what do you mean Israel is the most important thing? Okay, bitch, you don't live there. Why? Why do you live in Boca Raton? Why?
Oh, you hate America? You hate America so much? Why do you live here? Why do you live in LA? Like literally like the capitalist fucking center of the world. Like the center of the acolytes of all of America, like of all of the US. My brain. Not even acolytes, literally just like just capitalists.
Why do you live in Sherman Oaks? Why do you live in Beverly Hills? Why don't you live in fucking Israel? Because you don't want to live there because you're fucking American. Cut it with this stupid ass bullshit. You have an unlimited amount.
Oh, what's this about Kanye not being a Nazi anymore? We're gonna get to it, don't worry.
Of incentives to go live in Israel. Why the fuck do you live in America? I know why. Because you're fucking American. You're not Israeli. You're an American Jew. This sort of goes to the crux of the issue, much like the Jews can't wear the Star of David in public in America anymore conversation. No acknowledgement of what Star of David has come to represent in modern times and how it's been extricated from its religious foundation by those claiming to protect Jews. Israel is why people feel unsafe wearing the Star of David in America in 2025. Exactly.
I'm just like, you should be afraid because of other people's ignorance, is like the thing he's saying. Well, yeah, of course. Israel's doing terrible things, and they have have taken the Star of David as their country symbol. And so, when someone sees you wearing a Star of David, of course they're going to ignorantly believe that you support Israel. Oh, okay, great, great, awesome. Ignorance is bliss, isn't it, folks?
And like that's the thing. Like I don't make this conflation. Like I don't automatically assume when I see a Jewish person, I don't immediately assume like, oh, this person's gonna be fucking pro-Israel, gonna hate me or whatever. Like I don't do that.
I think Hasan probably assumes everybody loves him. I think in every room that Hasan walks in, he thinks everybody is his best friend and loves him.
But the reality of the matter is, I don't think that's the norm anymore. Unfortunately, I don't think it's appropriate, and I will always push back on that shit, and I will continue to push back on that shit in this community. But the reality of the matter is, as time goes on, and as Jonathan Greenblatt keeps doing shit like this, more and more Americans do unironically go, oh, okay, like what's going on? You like what your people are doing over there? Like that's the attitude. Americans are like they're not invested in like nuanced thinking. Okay, they're not. Is this similar to the Go Live in China crowd response to people supporting certain policies? No, it's not the same. You want to know why it's not the same? Because once again,
is this similar to the Go Live in China crowd response to people supporting certain policies?
Israel wants all Jews to live in Israel. Okay? Israel is an ethno-state. Israel wants all of the Jews to go live there. Israel has incentivized Jews to go and live in Israel. And American Jews are like, no, I'm American. I have my roots here. And then they're fake. They're phony. And they just act like they're, super invested in Israel.
Again, it's just like a stupid fucking... Even if Israel's saying that and going like, we want all the Jews here and we don't want anybody else here. We only want Jewish people to live here. That is a problem with the government still. That isn't a problem with the Israelis living there. There might be, again, certain Israelis, the same way that there are in every country these ultra-nationalists that want to kick people out. It's literally the thing in every country. And ultra-nationalism is bad. We've learned that throughout history. Ultra-nationalism leads to the destruction and genocide of people. Like, I feel like that's just full stop. Like, you could just say that, full stop. It's just so, like, we know that part's bad, but you are the one making the conflation by like what you even said, like what was said in chat. I thought that was a good point that he said you can't if you spray paint a Star of David in America, people are thinking like you're in support of Judaism, but if you do it, or people think that you're an anti-Semite, but if you do it in Israel, then they think that you're pro-Israel and a colonizer. And the point that you pointed out was if you did it to a Muslim house or like did it to a mosque, spray painted a Star of David on it, it would definitely not come across as anti-Semitic. There would definitely be an issue seen there. And I think there would probably be a lot of people that would be quick to start talking about Israel at that point. If there was like a Star of David spray painted on a mosque, I feel like that would probably be the first reaction, would be people talking about Israel.
Okay? I'm not saying if you love Israel, go live in Israel. First of all, I don't want, Israel to accomplish its demographic goals anyway, okay? That's why I always stress the importance that the greatest threat to Israel is not Hamas, is not the Palestinians existing, it's Sherman Oaks.
Just dumb. Ethan posted this on his story. Ethan's new IG story. Ethan's attic being Taylor Lorenz conspiracy theory confirmed? ? 4 videos in 1 month makes me obsessed. Taylor, you've tweeted about me just this week almost 1,000 times. Your name is about me. You eat, breathe, and sleep me. Every second of your day is consumed with the thought of me. I am your entire life and apparently your only purpose in life. I've never seen a more obsessive, creepy loser in my entire life. 4 videos in 1 month. Taylor Lorenz, if that makes me obsessed, then what the fuck are you? Obsessed loser Ethan Klein releases his 4th video about Hasan Piker in the last month. So I don't know if Ethan does know for sure that Ethan's attic is Taylor Lorenz. But I think speaking like this is real funny. In case, I mean, if it is, you're speaking to her directly. Only she knows. But I will say, if it's not her, then it does come off as a little crazy. Living in the South and being grouped in with MAGA, but people understand there's good people in the South, but he doesn't give that grace to any Israeli. No, exactly. And that's like the thing is, yeah, you might. It's just so. You have to bridge. We understand that you're not going to go straight to just hating Jewish people, but we understand the slippery slope, right? We understand that you start with hating Israel, and then you start thinking about what that sentiment is trying to accomplish, and then you don't really have a problem with the Arabs or the Druze or the other, Christians or whatever other demographics living in Israel. So who is it you were talking about that you really don't like? And again, those people's aims are wrong. And I think that a good way to do that would maybe be having more maybe like a theological studies to teach the people too, because if you look back in the ancient in the Torah, when it talks about Israel as a people, it really isn't talking about the land. It's talking about the people, the group. And the nation is like a nation of people. It very often is not. It very much is not referenced as like a land, a place in land. And so maybe they need to be. See, that's the thing. I don't know how you unextreme how you unextremist someone. Extremism is just, I mean, I think religious extremism on all sides is one of the biggest issues in the world. Like, it is what pushes like a lot of different politicians not just to do bad things, but to go towards politics to begin with, because they see it as a way to reach their religious goals. Oh, the timestamps are the same as Mondays. Legit. Yeah, it's just a copy paste then. That's why there's no chat. Taylor had an alt, didn't she, and tried to play it off that it wasn't her. Yeah, it was called like Taylor Lorenz 2 or something. Her alt is Ethan's Attic. LOL, I'm just kidding. I know y'all are talking about her actual alt. Yeah, I think it was literally called like Taylor Lorenz 2 or something. It was like a very blatant alt. It's hard to talk about steering people away from religious extremism and just any extreme views in general without it sounding like re-education camps. Well, because the whole thing is you can't force it, right? But the only way that you can really do it is through like communal education. It's not like a like forced re-education, but communal education and building strong communities that stop and like reduce the flow of these like extremist viewpoints. Because I think that a large problem is like the growth of online communities that then foster and like build and breed these extremists further and further. I mean, like literally, I was watching a video the other day about for those who don't remember, the capping community and the sad story of Amanda Todd, rest in peace. And like that community never really got dealt with and kind of just went under the radar again, and is still just a group of fucking thousands of pedophiles online. Like, it's fucking insane that like these types of extreme destructive like evil groups can like just exist and like are like they go what's the word, like they aren't stopped, I feel like, in part because communities don't do their like do their due diligence in trying to change the minds of people. I feel like too many people and parents and, you know, not just parents, but any kind of adults in kids' lives kind of like to push away when they go like, oh, stop thinking that, don't believe that, that's wrong, instead of doing the deep research and like taking the time to break down why those viewpoints are wrong in the first place. And I feel like that is what ends up doing what we were talking about in the previous stream. We've been talking about a bit, like anchoring bias. It ends up fueling anchoring bias when you have very weak counter arguments. No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, people don't understand that there's ways of putting out info and helping show people there's other ways and living besides shoving it down throats. No, yeah, exactly. I do think that it comes off as like proselytizing at some point. Like, you're just trying to like, you're speaking as holier than thou. But it's also difficult to talk to somebody when they've already had something like that ingrained into them, like religious ideology. Because when you are a religious ideologue, you are quite literally not just arguing from your own perspective, but arguing the like truth of God's statement. And if you are like already have it ingrained into you that is whole, like that is the whole truth, it's much harder to break down like what was implanted by other people later on, like things that like the easiest I can talk about is like through Christianity, like things that just genuinely aren't in the Bible that were then implanted into the like religious circles later on through like popes and other religious leaders. Like the idea of abortion being a sin, abortion being murder, is only like a couple hundred years old. It was literally like a pope, or it might be like 1,000 years old. I don't remember. It's not, what I'm saying is it's not that old. And it was literally like because a pope was like, you know what? Abortion's bad. You know what? We're about to change all of this. And I forget what the actual purpose of it was and the reasoning behind it, but it just like, what I keep going back to is if any person is literally, if you are a Christian specifically, and you find yourself believing like people more than like, you know, this innate feeling that comes over you, you are following the Pharisees, you are following the false prophets. When you feel this innate feeling inside of you that this doesn't seem true, but it is true, it has to be, it's the word. Because like I've literally had a conversation with someone and they said, yeah, but that's not what the Bible says, but what we believe is. And if you're going to say something like that, that's you literally admitting that you're not following the Bible even. You are following the teachings of whatever church you go to. But yeah, it is just hard with extremism. But yeah, Taylor Lorenz, Ethan's attic? Possibly. I would not be surprised if Ethan's attic is Taylor Lorenz, like, at all. Doesn't she have a 2.0 and a 3.0? If she has Taylor Lorenz 3.0, honestly, big ups to her for she got the app. I'm surprised someone didn't snag it up first after seeing 2.0. But now we're going to move on to this. Hasan being a piece of shit, as always. I'm sure we've heard already. I know we've all heard, but just one more time to really get it in our heads what the fuck Hasan was doing. Cutie Cinderella discusses how Hasan and Will tried to flash her.
Hasan.
Naughty.
Hasan is naughty.
Addicted to Zins.
Addicted to Zins, posts his package online, tells his friends to look at it.
Ew.
He also, during Fear and, he put on his costume and he came in and he said, you could see my dick in this. And I said, Hasan, I'm not looking. And then he proceeded to hump the air and he said, look. And I said, I'm not looking.
That's crass.
Ew.
And then Will did the same thing. They both really wanted me to see their
You don't think it's
penises.
weird that Cutie's female friends are trying to make her look at their penises?
Or you mean her
You
male
mean
friends?
Male
Her
friends.
male friends.
Good job, bro. Good, amazing. What did he say about it? What did he say? What was the word he used?
That's
That's crass.
crass.
That's crass. I'm sorry. I don't care if you're 6'9" and like 200. Like we gotta fight over this, dog. Like I'm at least going to chew you out and call you a piece of shit for that, because that's just fucking. It's weird. First of all, it's weird. Yeah, you mean male? Yeah, that was the crux of the argument. Yeah, thank you, Ludwig. Ludwig is such a bum of a boyfriend. That's crass. Is such a lame ass response. It genuinely bothered me so much when I saw it. I know I said it on the Discord, but yeah, no wonder Ludwig said he's not going to Hasan's funeral. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, Hasan's funeral might be very quiet, or it might be filled with a bunch of fangirls right around the outside. Right around the gates. He jokes about that word a lot on the yard, saying something's crass. Seems like harassment, and he's like, that's crass. I mean, it's quite literally sexual harassment. You can talk about, oh, maybe they have a really friendly type of relationship like that. Like, she loves to put her boobs on his head. It's just a funny little joke. But, because, like, at the end of the day, that is sexual harassment. Going up to somebody, male or female, and going, "Hey, check this out," and fucking humping in the air to show your dick flapping through your pants. Lud has the spine of a jellyfish. Ludwig is still Jellywig. I kind of like that, Jellywig. If Hasan was her boss, I'm sure people would see this differently, even if it was a joke. I mean, I don't even care that he's not her boss. Imagine two news anchors. And I know, oh, this isn't the news. This is a podcast. Fine, imagine fucking two SNL stars, and one of them starts fucking humping the air in front of the other one in private. Yeah, you'd probably have a problem with that. I think most people would. Yeah, there is no other interpretation because she said she didn't want it or like it. Yeah, no, literally. I mean, there's quite literally no other interpretation other than it's sexual harassment. But I still know there's dumbasses who are like, she didn't call it sexual harassment. She just said that it happened. She just said that she didn't like it, but like, she's not calling it bad. She just thought that it like wasn't that funny. Leftist values. Leftist values is when you show your dick to your female friend who already verbally made it clear she doesn't want to see it. No, imagine if it was Ethan doing that to one of the girls on the pod. The people would lose it. Him using the word crass is him dismissing its severity. I was a yard listener throughout high school, and they use that word as a bit all the time. Oh, yeah, that's not, I mean, legit, it's just like, it's way more than crass. If I told my boyfriend that our mutual friend coworker sexually harassed me and all he had to say was that's crass, I'm dumping his ass. No, like, I don't get it. Here's the thing. She seems like a very odd person. She seems very, like, unemotive until she is. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Maybe that's why her and Hasan are friends. They're both like kind of sociopath coded. They're sociopathy coded. But Ethan made a joke about Ian wearing a dildo once, so he's the psychosexual obsessed weirdo. Well, we'll get into this, the point of this in a second, because here's another clip. Here is them literally talking to Hasan and Will about them doing this to her on the podcast.
I don't think my boyfriend would like me sharing, especially after you two walked in and showed me your penis.
We did not show you our penises. You put us in these hussy costumes. Hussy
Disneyland.
costumes.
I did not put you in a hussy
You
costume.
put us in hussy costumes.
You put us in hussy costumes.
She handed us the costumes and she said,
Hold on.
"Oh, your penises might show."
HR.
We try them on. We come in and we go, "Cutie, do these look all
Hold
right?"
on.
First of all, lying. I think this should be clear. Like, this should be made clear. He's fucking lying right here. She hyperbolized. She hyperbolized and said that you came in and you showed me your dicks. They're saying, well, it was the outfits you gave us. Leave it at that. Go, it's the outfits you gave us. He goes on to say, she said, oh, your dicks might show. And we came out and said, how do these look? Then I forget is his name Austin? It's Austin, right?
In her defense, you did
In her defense,
both show her.
They
your
walked in. They said, "Can you see my wiener?"
Yeah. Hassan put his leg
out
up and
the
started
Patreon.
thrusting and
Okay,
said, "Look at my
luckily
cock."
it's
I don't.
maybe he's joking. I don't think so. It's just like you want to give him the benefit of the doubt, but I mean, it seems like it's corroboration of the story that we've been told. To be fair, Ethan published his video "Shake That Dick" and have yet to recover. I mean, but "Shake That Dick" is an artistic masterpiece. Yeah. Also, yeah, the non sequitur here, but I cannot stand Will Neff. I've never seen him that much, but off this clip alone, I don't like the energy. I don't like the vibe. He seems like the type of guy that talks louder to try and get his 2 cents in just to make a joke that isn't funny. I feel bad for Cutie. She has a ton of issues, and I think she does try to do her best. Maybe that's what I'm feeling. Then maybe it isn't sociopathy. Maybe what I'm sensing is somebody that's being a bit like not disingenuous, but like just ungenuine to their own sensibilities. You know what I mean? Like somebody who's going against their sensibilities to fit into the crowd or something. Maybe that's what I'm feeling. Will Neff comes off very obnoxious. Yeah, Ethan at least warned us in the title that we were about to see him shake that dick. That's so true. We all knew what we were getting into. We had to consent by clicking the video. Hasan went, look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it. You started doing helicopters. Look at it. Now that is crazy. Will Neff is the peak of loud equals funny humor. I don't know why I feel very defensive of her. I mean, it's fair. Like I'm saying, I'm not trying to be rude. It's just a vibe I get. Like I said, I'm going to start being honest about the vibes that I get. But I've also not seen too much content of her. It's just off of the bits that I've seen. Has seemed, just non-genuine in some way. Shake that dick culture education moment for the for those indoctrinated. Hey, go! Those indoctrinated too want to see shake that dick. All of those who have been wanting Ethan, we want those Ethan thirst traps. We have it. It's called Shake That Dick. Titty jiggle, make my diggle wiggle. So true. I wonder if I would like her more if she started hanging out with nicer people. That's a good question. Will and Hasan were just making their diggles wiggle. So true. Okay, but yeah, that was that. And I just wanted to point out this because I saw this Reddit post. And I think that this is so true. The cutie story about Hasan is unironically the kind of jokes Cruel World Happy Mind was talking about. The way she was willing to dismiss the Hannah Montana thing. How old was Miley Cyrus? So she's 18 at the time. The whole point was that she went to the VMA and like did a very revealing set in which people were in shock. His joke was, first, old enough to count, old enough to mount, fucking insane. The second joke he made was about 18-year-old Miley Cyrus. Let's remember, I always knew, past tense, Hannah Montana, the character's name, was a little slut. Was past tense. I guess I don't need to because knew is in past tense too. So she is 18 in that. He is saying he knew that before she was 18. And again, she was a kid on the show. She's willing to look past that and go, well, how old was Hannah Montana? I don't know. Your pedo troll account is way worse. Hasan quite literally sexually harassed Cutie Cinderella in the exact same way that Cruel World Happy Mind was talking about just guy friends making these little jokes, these little pushy jokes. This type of stuff is the type of things that guys do when they're like trying to see how far they can go, when they're pieces of shit and want to figure out like, what are the limits? Is she gonna care? Because yeah, that shit's fucked up and is wrong and is weird. And that is genuinely how this comes across on a certain level, especially when considering the fact that he was reposting a video about a girl feeling jealous about his interactions with Cutie Cinderella. Yeah, she was still implying to Ethan's face that his jokes weren't just jokes. I watched Cutie a bit, and she has alluded to being autistic, but she has flat out stated that she has DID PTSD and has had a horrible history when it comes to romantic partners. I'm sure that affects her now. Okay, that makes sense too. No, I think it's good context, so thank you for adding that context in. Did Papa Gut get banned from TikTok for that same joke, basically? Yeah, no, he did. When he was talking about, I forget what it was, but yes, he did get, I forget what TikToker he was talking. Andres Lopez, is that it? I had to go through my Rolodex real quick. Andres Lopez, I'm pretty sure. And it was because Papa Gut made a joke saying, Andres Lopez told me, or taught me, or whatever, something along those lines. Old enough to count, old enough to mount. It isn't a and again, that comes from the era of when pedophile jokes were just the norm. I don't think that Hasan's a pedophile. I do think that he is kind of a... Honestly, I'd be willing to say Hasan's a bit of a sexual deviant at this point. I mean, maybe not deviant. Degenerate? Is that more fair? Deviant, I think, implies too much. I think that implies a... But I guess with this story, it's kind of like... That is a bit of deviancy, no? Yeah, and he went to Diddy parties, too. Yeah, literally look at the existence of Pedo Bear. Well, and I actually discovered the Pedo Troll account was actually in reference to Trollface and Pedo Bear. I found an image. I don't know if I still have it. I could probably pull it up. Or I think I deleted it because I was like, I don't want Pedo Bear on my fucking computer. I'd need to go back to Ethan's Pedo Troll Reddit, but I think that got wiped, right? Because it was Trollface on top of Pedo Bear. That's literally what the image was. And again, that doesn't make it okay. That doesn't make it good. That doesn't make it funny. But it makes it like adds the context of the time. And like what I was saying about Hasan. Hasan's pedophile joke about Hannah Montana it's like an adaptation of another pedophile joke, which is the one about the clock. Those are terrible, awful, horrible jokes. I think a good way to look at it is he's stuck in classic toxic frat mindset. Yeah, I think that's fair, right? I don't know, the toxic classic frat mindset usually ends in a little crimes, to say the least. Did you see his comment about the grandmas jerking it to his meat pics at the fucking Zoran celebration? Like, how is that okay? I did not see that. Oh, actually, I did see that. Where he's like, I love the grannies. That one goes out to you, or whatever. That. I met Pedo Troll in real life. I thought he was very kind. He helped me into the back of his van and gave me free candy. Oh. I mean, as long as all he did was give you the free candy, right? It's like... You didn't extrapolate on anything bad happening, so I guess that was just a bit of an off-color incident that happened to you. He thought he was cooking with the grandma meat picks, but it was just gross. He was coming off of it. He was coming off as Kyle the Cougar champ. Is Hasan just Kyle the Cougar champ? This is how Hasan's about to be next week. Oh yeah, unrelated, but the last Bad Friends episode was so good with Fancy B's replacement talking about Olivia. Literally just a nice guy giving out free treats. No, I literally we watched that on Wednesday's stream, I believe. We watched that segment where they called Ethan. I thought that was pretty funny. Da-da-da. But how you doing, Gecko Gang? Welcome in. Gecko Gang. But here we'll move off of that because that was basically the only point I wanted to make from that, because I just thought that was a good kind of like a good point of criticism. Good point of criticism, I suppose, for both Cruel World Happy Mind and obviously for Hasan, because she was not willing to see the issue with Hasan's jokes, even in just being similar to Ethan's jokes. But I do feel like this is a much clearer representation of what she was speaking on, and yeah, it's Friday, baby. Can we get a bad poll? You know, I've never thought of intentionally doing a bad poll before. What if I just do a bad poll like this? Okay. Can we get a bad poll? Here we go. Here's just one bad poll for everybody. Oh, yep, 1069. You know it. Please subscribe or don't and leave me at 1069. Here, we're just doing a quick bad poll real quick. That's interesting that Yes Again actually has the highest. Yes, it didn't have almost anything. Bad poll? Question mark. Get your votes in now. But here is Kanye apology to the Jewish community. I saw this. I legit thought it was AI. I was like, I have to figure out what this is. It was reposted on Kanye's Twitter. Kanye reposted this from Rabbi Pinto official. This is interesting. I will say this is interesting. So I'll read the statement that the rabbi made first. Private meeting between Rabbi Yoshiuha Yosef Pinto Shlita. I'm sorry, that was very hard to read that name. Yoshiyahu Yosef Pinto Shlita and Ye, formerly known as Kanye West. During a private conversation on Tuesday with Rabbi Pinto, we're just going to say that, leader of the Shuva Israel institution, Ye expressed profound remorse for his past statements concerning and about the Jewish people. Rabbi Pinto welcomed Ye warmly, encouraging him with words of Torah and light, and praised his will to move closer to truth. Rabbi Pinto said, "A person is not defined by his mistakes, but by the way he chooses to correct them. This is the true strength of man, the ability to return, to learn, and to build bridges of love and peace. Ye came with humility to seek forgiveness and a new chapter of repentance and love amongst human beings." The meeting concluded with shared hope for a future of respect and unity among nations and faith, grounded in a commitment to truth and peace. Ye and Rabbi Pinto hope to serve as an example to the world of power, of faith, and reconciliation. So I think that the main part of this is you can think, oh, it's not good enough, oh, this and that. But the whole point is it's a start, right? Is you don't want to turn away from someone trying to change their mind. Wait a minute, that's not Jonah Hill. But I think the points that he makes in this, the statements that he makes about his mental health is kind of the main reason that I wanted to bring this up, because it's what we need for if he has any other episodes in the future to be able to kind of point out, I'm not a Nazi no more. So true. That's how he felt. As the resident Jew, I cannot wait to see this shit. And that's it's complicated. But hey, we can listen to Graduation again, guys. No, this is crazy. So let's hear him out. Let's hear him out. Rabbi Pinto is a Kabbalah practitioner, which is a tiny minority of Judaism and isn't considered the best choice as a representation or as a representative. I mean, I think that's a fair criticism to make, but I think the sentiment is kind of the overarching point. So let's hear him out. And then we can talk.
I feel really blessed to be able to sit here with you today and just take accountability. I was dealing with some various issues, dealing with bipolar also. So it would take the ideas I had and have me take them to an extreme where I would forget about the protection of the people around me and myself. So I wanted to come and take accountability. Sometimes people aren't that knowledgeable about the bipolar and the cause or what causes it and the way you act when you have this disease. So it's like if you left the house and you left your kid at the house and your kid went and messed up the kitchen and messed up the garage and messed up the living room. Now when you get back, it's your responsibility because that's your child. And that's the way I look at it. It's like I gotta go clean up the kitchen, I gotta clean up the living room, I gotta clean up the garage. Yeah, and it's a big deal for me as a man to come and take accountability for all the things that I've said. And I really just appreciate you embracing me with open arms and allowing me to make amends. And this is the beginning and the first steps and the first brick by brick.
What is this analogy? I think the point that he's trying to make is he's saying he was that kid in the moment. He has bipolar disorder, and in that moment, it was like your kid going and destroying the kitchen, destroying the house. You shouldn't, as a parent, go and think, I need to punish my child, that my kid needs to know that what they're doing was wrong. You need to correct them, but you need to fix the problems that happened. You need to fix the kitchen. You need to rebuild the things that were destroyed. And in this case, it's his connections with individuals. I kind of understood it. Was it the best analogy? No, but I mean, it's Kanye West after all. He likes to think that he is Warhol. He is Shakespeare in the flesh. But he's Kanye West at the end of the day.
Go back to strong walls.
Yeah, his manic episodes are the kids in the analogy. Yeah, exactly.
It's like Yandut, the rabbi said the Judaism. The Judaism brought to the world a way for someone when he regret about something that he has done wrong. And the Jews live on this way of if someone did something wrong, you can regret and fix it.
I mean, I get the analogy overall, but about bad mental health. But I thought he was talking about bipolar specifically. Honestly, he might be, because I mean, it's the only context of what he knows, you know. So he might just specifically be talking about bipolar disorder. But I feel like it does. You can kind of use it as a point for any type of mental illness, really. Because I mean, even I think it's honestly kind of an interesting analogy if you really think about it, like when thinking about other mental illnesses too, because even depression and stuff like that, you are still affecting people around you, even when you are in these like horrible, you know, terrible states. It does still have an impact on people around you, and it's kind of it's interesting to talk about like the responsibility of one to just acknowledge those issues that were made that got to this point to begin with, you know, because like he's saying, as the parent, what are you supposed to do? Just turn your child away and kind of act like nothing happened and go on about your life, or try and think about what you did?
And the rabbi is hugging you and hugging everybody. And God willing, and from now on, strong things and good things, and only good. You are a very good man.
Amen.
I also know if he was properly medicated, he'd def not be in this position. Mania isn't a choice, but not taking medication to prevent it is a choice. Dude needs discipline, yeah. And I mean, this is just speaking as somebody who has people in his life with bipolar disorder, who's had manic episodes. Like, I've dealt with literally like physically dealing with somebody who's having a manic episode in the moment, and so it's like you're saying, it's you don't blame somebody for the illness that they have, but you can still hold them accountable for the things that they've done and like the choices that they made that got them there. You know what I mean? Because there is always solutions and things that can help, and you need to. I think that one of the biggest things is acknowledging that we don't have every solution. Like in life, you cannot know everything, you cannot solve everything, you cannot do everything. And sometimes you need the help of others and the correction and the grace of others who can allow you to, you know, to correct in some way. You have to give yourself up at some point and not be so, what we were saying earlier, isolationist, thinking that you're above everybody else and that you can just separate yourself and be, you know, be this strong unit all by yourself. It's just impossible. Yeah, I am a horrible person and you're gonna like it. I really think this is him bullshitting though. I don't know. I mean, honestly, this could just be him in a completely opposite manic state. You know what I mean? Who knows? Who knows if he actually has reached a level of lucidity and like this is a salient thought that's coming through of him trying to like correct himself, or who knows if it is just another bridge of his mania that is now leading him towards Judaism or something. That's also a possibility. But I think that, again, I'm trying to speak for the sentiment that is here because, like we were saying, mania and mental illness are things that can be dealt with, but are also things that you don't ask for and you don't try to have happen. So trying to at least give him some grace, you know, to try and correct. Because if Kanye can correct, then I hope that'll help correct all of the fucking degenerates in his comment sections being like, yay, no, yay. Sincere question: can a manic state last for years? I honestly don't know. I would assume so, because they're different for each person. How long can a manic state last? A manic episode must last for at least 1 week to be present for most of the day, nearly every day. However, manic episodes can last for weeks, months, or even longer. So it can last upward of a year, probably, maybe more. I mean, I'm sure there are probably instances of individuals like having long-standing mania throughout their entire life. Like, I'm sure that's probably a thing that can happen. With his pattern of flip-flopping, we never know. I think it's good of him to apologize for the damage he's done. And I think on top of it, I think it's good for him to acknowledge that he has a mental illness that did make him act that way. Because now it's like, it's our smoking gun the next time he tries to say Nazi shit. Is we go, no, Kanye, remember this? No, remember? And then he has to kind of like take a step back, maybe. I forgave him because him saying Jonah Hill saved him is so damn funny. No, yeah, I was seeing other people saying that too about like he's already apologized. He hasn't apologized to like actual, like he's apologized to the public or whatever. But I think this direct apology, even if like we're saying it, this might not be the right person to apologize to. I think that the sentiment of what he's trying to do it speaks volumes. Can it go manic, depressed? Yeah, that's usually that is like a consistent cycle for some people who are unmedicated, especially if it is like an intense state. So he may have been in such a deep depressed state he couldn't face all the shit he's done in the manic state. That's true. That maybe he's kind of come out of that depression a bit and is now trying to come to terms with things. That's possible because it has been a minute since he was on his like full Nazi arc. And they give a hug.
I feel.
And then he started screaming, "You're a nobody! You're nothing! You're not a real Jew!" That's what he starts screaming at him. He goes, "This is my friend," and he brings in a black Israelite. He brings in the black Israelite that was on Matan show. Yeah, there's bipolar 1 and bipolar 2. The person I know had is bipolar 2 the one where you have instances of actual psychosis? Because the person that I've dealt with had actual psychosis. There's a bipolar 1. Bipolar 1 and 2 are two distinct types of bipolar disorder, characterized by altering episodes of elevated mood, mania and hypomania, and depressed mood. While there are some similarities, there are key differences between the two conditions. Mania and hypomania involves a period of abnormal elevated expansion or irritable mood that lasts for at least 1 week. Symptoms include inflated self-esteem, decreased need for sleep, racing thoughts, impulsivity, and engaging in risky behaviors. Hypomania, a milder form of mania, lasts for at least 4 days. Bipolar 1, present 2. Psychosis, more common in bipolar 1, less common in bipolar 2. That's it. And the features include manic episodes are present in bipolar 1, and hypomanic episodes are present in bipolar 2. Depressive episodes present in both. Prevalence is less common of bipolar 1. Earlier onset for bipolar 1, and psychosis is more common in bipolar 1. With the treatment being medication and therapy for both. Bipolar girls get... I'm not even reading that one out. I didn't know the differences. So interesting. Yeah. Yeah, bipolar 2 is bipolar light, basically. No, you are right. It is bipolar light, basically. The difference is the hypomania is milder mania, and they don't experience forms of psychosis, or it's less common for them to experience forms of psychosis. How do I know if I'm manic or just feel goated? I don't know. Talk to your doctor. It's a good question, actually. I had a really good friend with bipolar 2 then, unmedicated, and it was hard. Yeah, I mean, honestly, just mental illness in general is like a very it's a very difficult thing to deal with, especially when it happens in people that weren't like taught about mental illness young, like people that don't have necessarily like a good relationship with what it means to be mentally ill. Like, too many people think of it as like, I don't want to be crazy, I don't want to be seen as like losing, like, going insane or whatever. Like, people think about it like that, when in reality all of our brains are different. Everybody's wired differently, everybody experiences things differently, everybody reacts to things in different ways, and all of that is I think it's very interesting. And I don't think that it makes anybody better or lesser than anybody else. It's what makes us human. It's what makes us human, baby. I'm the smart. Was Jesus bipolar? There have been theories about. I mean, think about it like this, right? How many homeless people are there on the street that are mentally unwell, calling themselves the reincarnation of Jesus? At the time, Jesus was the coming of this Messiah figure, of the Christos, and the fulfillment of their Messiah prophecy. And a lot of the people, the Pharisees and stuff, didn't believe him, but the interesting part is the way it's depicted within religious texts is Jesus not going about saying, "Yo, it's me, God. Oh, I'm Jesus. I'm the God. You know that guy up there? That's me. What's up?" If you actually read through it, a lot of the times it's Jesus, people being like, "So you're God, right? You're saying you're God," and he's like, "I don't know. Am I? I don't know. What do you think? Check this shit out." Then he does some fucking magic, and he's like, "You saw that shit? What do you think? Huh? Check this." He fucking takes a piece of bread and then fucking turns it into 5 pieces of bread. What'd you think of that? I don't meet the criteria for bipolar, but I do have mild manic moments. Easiest way for me to tell is I'm way more chatty, outgoing, want to do things, go out, catch up crafts, buy stuff. Yeah. I mean, I think that it's not uncommon for like people to experience moments of mania and stuff, but that's like the whole thing is about if you're having them as episodes versus having like moments of elation, because sometimes you can just feel elated. Yeah, grandiose sense of self over. Yeah, see, like a grandiose sense of self versus just acknowledging the things you actually do well. Sometimes we do just do good things and we should feel good about it. Sorry, I'm in a weird mood today. LOL. No, you're all good. Hey, like I said, we're all different. We all feel different. Sometimes you gotta just do you. What if we could get everyone who believes they're truly God in one room and have them argue it until there's one winner? Isn't that how cults usually start? Cults are usually started because it's a bunch of people going like, "What is it? It doesn't make sense to me." Until one of them can convince the rest that he is God. Yeah, a true God off. God off until one of them got off. Sometimes you are just having a good week. Don't be afraid to carry joy and pride so long as you're not using it to excuse bad behavior. Yeah, I think that's a good litmus test right there. Here's the newest post that someone pointed out from Ethan on his Instagram. Sure, Taylor, keep telling yourself that. So Ethan's Attic posted, "The purpose of this account is to document Ethan Klein's bad behavior. Is the purpose of the H3 Podcast YouTube channel to document Hasan's?" Well, no, it's just... it's a comedy podcast that talks about relevant internet topics and like relevant like social and sometimes political topics. Relevancy includes people like Hasan who are at the top of relevancy because of his size and scale. It's like people who go, "Why are they making fun of Trump? Why do they make fun of Trump? He's the president. Don't you remember all the people with fucking bumper stickers that said Bucko Fama?" Like, he's just fucking stupid. Wait, that was totally an experiment once? Windigoon talks about it in one of his channels. Wait, there was an experiment where they actually had people have a god off? That sounds pretty good. Ethan's Attic needs a diagnosis. That might be true. This is histrionic personality disorder if I've ever seen it. But so Ethan replied to this post by saying, "Sure, Taylor, keep telling yourself that. Every night when you lay in bed and think back on your day, do you feel sad that your whole life is just me? Don't you have any goals or ambitions? When you sleep, am I all you see?" Honestly, I just thought about this on a deeper level, because before I said maybe Ethan shouldn't do this because it does just come off as like weird if it isn't Taylor. But honestly, if it isn't Taylor, this is just gonna get under the skin of Ethan's attic, because he's gonna, like, he or she is going to feel unheard. They're going to feel unseen. They're going to feel like an even bigger loser that their hate page is getting talked about, but under the, like, under only because it is possible that it's Taylor Lorenz. The grasp Ethan has on these people's brains is quite something. This is reminding me of the Eric Andre skit of Black Scientologists, LOL. I don't remember that skit at all. My dad just came in my room and showed me an AI video. Oh no. Oh no. I just watched a Too Lazy to Try video where he was talking about Joe Rogan's issues with AI and how he's been posting a lot of AI recently. This kind of speaking of AI, LUS posted a video 2 days ago called H3 Snark Reddit mods versus Ethan Klein in updated motion to quash subpoena, using an AI thumbnail and then
I'm sick but felt that you guys deserve this update anyways.
An AI voice, and I was like, I cannot listen to an AI narration. We'll listen to Tony when he's back. Sending love to you, Tony. I hope you feel better. We love you, Lus. Keep it up. But I did want to check this out. Yeah, who the fuck is that in the thumbnail? It genuinely threw me off so much. I read through that doc on stream on Wednesday, Captain. Oh, you did? Here, let's get a quick 2 cents from, I'll actually give a shout out, too, to Madman. You may know him as H3 last week. Oh, because I did that wrong. Make stuff. But you can find him at Madman Make Stuff. Madman. Madman did a stream. Doo-doo-doo.
No one is harassing you guys.
Yeah, I hopped in at one point. I was watching you for a little bit. I didn't know you got all the way through. I was wondering which one you were reading, because I started about I think I jumped in at this point and watched a couple minutes. I wasn't in there for too long. But definitely shout out Madman. How long? It took you a full 2 hours? See, reading the documents always does take so long. I like doing it a bit off stream because I can like try and just like gather together what I think is most relevant. But hopping on, big shout out Madman. Big shout out. It's so long and no chapters. Hey, honestly, I don't even know how you'd chapter this out, to be completely honest. There's probably a way to do it, but I just say go check it out if you're interested in this newest update. I think boomers will be able to adjust to AI. We just got to give them some time. But when we give them time, the AI is just getting better too. No, I've started to fall for some AI videos too. Like, I don't fall for them for long, but it's like on that first watch, it makes you double take. You go, wait. And I start like thinking like, is this AI or is this not? Like what's AI, what isn't? You gotta go outside more. Just a bunch of more nonsense. So true. I mean, I'm sure the snark doesn't seem to have much of a defense other than, please don't. It'll be bad for me. Please. No. But I do want to check this out real quick. Debunking H3 Snark Hasan's moderation.
On May 2nd, 2025, Ethan Klein debated Hasan Piker, and one of the topics that was brought up was Hasan's community participating in H3 Snark.
I'm saying you're...
Honestly, Madman, you know what would be a good video? If you started reading these documents like that, and then turned that almost into your H3 last week. You could call it like... I'm trying to think of a good. It needs to be a good play on words, but something having to do with like a lawsuit update, like the H3 lawsuit update. I'm trying to think of something good. I probably can't. Just use AI. Use ChatGPT. No, but honestly, I think that would be a good video, almost like your H3 last week videos, where you could break down the important parts of the video or of the legal document, things that were just a bunch of hooey. Madman should def voice over some audiobooks. So true. Ooh, cold leftovers. I like that. That's actually a really good one.
The community is responsible for this participating in this harassment campaign.
But sorry, this video comes from The Law, a small channel, and this is Debunking H3 Snark, Hasan's Moderation.
On May 2nd, 2025, Ethan Klein debated Hasan Piker, and one of the topics that was brought up was Hasan's community participating in H3 Snark.
I'm saying your community is responsible for this participating in this harassment campaign. You said chat sent you this link, did they not?
Last week. What are you talking about?
Okay, so your chat is involved with H3 Snark, which, by the way, funnily enough, the new Snark page is called Leftovers H3, and it's got a picture of you in the avatar.
Shout out to Leftovers H3.
It's got a picture of you, Hasan. You don't need to shout him out. You're already doing it. Don't you think that's odd?
Did it.
No, I
also,
think it's.
Also, what do you think? Like, you. First of all, do you think I have any say on what fucking happens in these subreddits? What are you talking about?
But you have a say what happens in your Discord and chat, which you absolutely do not moderate. And there's so much evidence of the disgusting shit.
That's also completely fucking false.
Not only does Hasan deny the claim that his community is correlated with H3 Snark, but Hasan also rejects the idea that he does not moderate his community. Now, anyone who spends 5 seconds to look at the H3 Snarks,
I do want to say, I thought it was so funny.
He does not moderate his community. Now, anyone who
Ethan got both Hasan to change his armpit photo profile picture and got them to do a full update with like Amon videos, like all of like his shit for like their profile picture and banner for the Leftovers H3 Snark subreddit, because Ethan pointed out that they were using Hasan in it. He really is a powerful man if you think about it. He makes things happen.
Who spends 5 seconds to look at the H3 Snark subreddit can realize that it's clearly filled with Hasan's community. H3 Snark constantly promotes any post defending Hasan and bullies anyone who even brings up the smallest criticism towards him. But at the end of the day, Hasan can't control the actions of every single one of his fans, so it would be irresponsible to make the claim that Hasan's community is 100% correlated with H3 Snark. But what if it wasn't just Hasan's fanbase participating in H3 Snark, but rather Hasan's very own moderation team? Before I talk about Hasan's moderators, I think it's important to understand the exact words that Hasan used when talking about Snark subreddits.
I've also maintained the position that I think Snark Reddits are genuinely not good for people's mental health. This is something that I have talked about before, time and time again. I don't think that I don't think it's a healthy thing to do. Hate watching, especially as someone who personally has
Oh, I need to put up an actual poll now. I forgot.
On hate watchers and content creators who are actively engaging in the hate watching and creating communities around hate watching. I know what that does to a person's mentality.
Hasan states that anyone who participates in Snark subreddits are mentally unwell, so it wouldn't make any sense if Hasan's moderation team were also posting on H3 Snark. Do you know how many out of the 14 Reddit moderators in Hasan's subreddit participate in H3 Snark? Not 1, not 2, but 4.
Did we even get a thumbnail yet? I'm not even going to put on time. Yeah, I'm not even going to put on time. It's supposed to start in 1 minute, no thumbnail, no title.
Of Hasan's moderators participated in H3 Snark. This is a post on H3 Snark where a snarker believes that the reason why none of Ethan's ex-employees publicly spoke up against him is because they are all silenced by an NDA. And this is Hasan's moderator agreeing with the skits. They
got the chat going finally though, so that's good. They finally got their chat working right.
The post. This is another comment on H3 Snark from a different Hasan moderator claiming that Ethan needs mental help on an H3 Snark post about Ethan suing Bad Empanada, aka the dude who bragged about calling Child Protective Services on Ethan and who posted on his Instagram stories a step-by-step doxing guide before his Instagram account.
Wait, actually? I didn't know that. That's crazy.
AKA the dude who bragged about calling Child Protective Services on Ethan and who posted.
I want to know what he put here. I'm going to actually look it up. I'm not going to show it on screen, but I need to, I'm like, I don't want to dox people, obviously. That's not the reason I want to. Why the fuck would he post that?
Posted on his Instagram stories a step-by-step doxing guide before his Instagram account got banned. Here's another Hasan moderator commenting on H3 Snark that Ethan hired an armed security guard because he wants to feel like a victim and is just delusional. Keep in mind that Hasan's moderator posted this comment about Ethan being delusional for hiring security on a Snark post claiming that Ethan and Gila are lying about receiving human skulls in the mail. It's Snarkers like this Hasan moderator that fueled the insane idea of Ethan sending the human skulls to himself that Ethan had to provide proof in his lawsuit showing that the skulls weren't sent by him. These are.
This message is intended for Dan Swordlove. I wanted to follow up after the voicemail I just left regarding the shipment your production received from our company, which included 2 human skulls. We've been trying to get in touch with your team regarding this matter, as our internal review has confirmed the purchase order was submitted fraudulently by someone not affiliated with H3 Productions. We're incredibly sorry this occurred and completely understand how concerning the situation must have been given the current climate surrounding your show. Please understand that this was fulfilled in good faith based on what appeared to be a legitimate request. Please, come on. Because of the sensitive nature of these specimens, and to maintain proper documentation and chain of custody, we do need to either have the skulls returned to our facility or receive an update on their current status. If the law enforcement is now involved, we're more than willing to cooperate with them directly to resolve this matter appropriately and respectfully. Thank you again for your time, and we truly appreciate your help in clearing this up. Josh Villamoretti, Managing Director. From Josh at skullsunlimited.com. It's almost as if this is fucking literally like clear proof that they didn't send the skulls to themselves. Literally. The fact that Cruel World Happy Mind even wanted to try and lie about it and be like, well, I don't know, there's been evidence both ways. What are you talking about? What's the other evidence? Speculation online? Speculation that doesn't even make any sense because it's like, why would you think that a box labeled Skulls Unlimited would have skulls in it? Why wouldn't you assume that? You ever heard of Skull Candy? Ever heard of Skull Candy headphones? They use skulls for all types of, I mean, like here, electronic brands. Dual skull shells. Skull Candy. Or wait, is that Skull Candy? Heavies. Heavies is Skull Candy. Or Skull Candy and Heavies. Okay, those are just 2 headphone brands. But yeah, so I mean, there's at least a couple. It's just really something that I feel like would go right. Like nobody would assume, oh, human skulls just got sent to my house. I mean, to be fair, right? Skulls Unlimited doesn't just sell human skulls; they sell other like human bones too. So if it wasn't skulls in there, would you be like, okay, that makes more sense then? Okay, it was just random bones. Whoa.
Ethan had to provide proof in his lawsuit showing that the skulls weren't sent by him. These are the people that Hasan chose to be moderators for.
Yeah, the sensitive nature of these specimens. Well, the fact that you guys just like shipped them off with no actual like confirmation.
his community, yet he's willing to deny the fact that his community isn't correlated with H3 Snark. Either Hasan isn't aware that his own moderators are posting on H3 Snark, which means that Hasan does not in fact moderate his community at all, or he's aware of what goes on in his community, but is comfortable with lying to the millions of people who watch the debate.
You absolutely do not moderate. And there's so much evidence of the disgusting
that's
shit.
also completely fucking false.
Yeah, Skulls Unlimited sells animal skulls and full skeletons and stuff. They're for like universities and museums. I know. I guess my point is like even like if they didn't send them I don't like, why is there like hair on this brain? Why is this brain hairy? But like if they didn't get sent skulls, like if there were bones in there, but they assumed that it was skulls, without like it's just so dumb. Like it being called Skulls Unlimited doesn't mean anything. Unless it says human remains inside, like, you know what I mean? Like it should honestly, they probably should have that kind of labeling on this package.
About 3 weeks ago, Ethan posted an Instagram story showing anti-Semitism on Hasan's subreddit, and Hasan's moderator was quick to respond, but not on Hasan's subreddit, but rather on H3 Snark. Now Hasan's moderator claims that they immediately removed the anti-Semitic comment and then brags about having better moderation than the H3 subreddit, but after getting pushback on H3 Snark about removing the anti-Semitic comment, Hasan's moderator makes a slight edit to their original comment. This is what Snark does to a motherfucker. It's an echo chamber that promotes harassment, and over time it corrupts. Your brain to the point that you're willing to put back anti-Semitic comments just out of spite. Not to mention, these snarkers that I showed are Hasan's moderators who are spite. Not to mention brain to the fucker moderator after getting pushed Semitic rather on H3 Snark.
So let's read what they said.
Moderator claims that
LOL, this was my post and I literally already removed those 2 comments. Unlike this shithole of a sub, I actually moderate ours.
That they immediately removed the anti-Semitic comment and then brags about having better moderation than the H3 subreddit, but after getting...
And then this person said, why remove those comments? They clearly aren't anti-Semitic and are just talking about how Zionists have turned the Star of David into a symbol of hate, and only people who would have a problem with those comments and view them as anti-Semitic are either Zionists or very politically uninformed people. Removing those comments just appears to legitimize Ethan's ridiculous false anti-Semitism accusations, in my opinion. They clearly aren't anti-Semitic and are just talking about how Zionists have turned the Star of David into a symbol of hate.
Pushback on H3 Snark about removing the anti-Semitic comment.
You know who else tattooed their prisoners? And this was a post about Hila. About Hila's tattoo. Or no, wait. You know who else tattooed their prisoners? Oh, is this about... I'm confused about this. Now I need to see what the actual post was. Oh yeah, okay, so like here's the thing. This post is crazy. I thought it was about Hila's tattoo for a second, but then I actually read what the post said. When I read that it said prisoners, I was like, oh, okay, this isn't about Hila's tattoo. This is a crazy post. Why don't we tattoo the Star of David on the forehead of every terrorist we have to release? My daughter, proud father. Crazy thing to say. You know who else tattooed their prisoners? And then someone's comment said that the Star of David being turned into a hate symbol in modern day. Honestly, fair enough. I don't think this one. I don't think that one was necessarily that bad.
Hasan's moderator makes a slight edit to their.
But then this also, you cannot blame Palestinians and victims of Zionism for feeling fear when they see the Star of David. Regardless, I have a literal visceral reaction entirely out of my control, and I feel so much fear when I see that symbol because I have seen it carved into skin and spray painted on homes and on the uniforms of the soldiers murdering us. It isn't our fault that the boot on our neck is wearing the Star of David. Ethan, you are not the victim here. You have never been a victim. If you're upset about the sentiment of that comment, blame the people branding it into our skin. Actually, fuck you. I'm putting that comment back up. LMAO. I mean, it's just like, I don't mean to be that guy, but it's like the sentiment just goes true. Like it rings, like if you want to believe this, it would ring true for every like religious, like any type of religious group. Like then you would be against any type of like country that supports Sharia law and any type of, you wouldn't be in support of 9/11 and fucking, because they do it like in the like for the like in the pursuit of the faith or whatever. And again, that's not to say that it's good. That's not to say what that guy said wasn't fucking horrific and evil and like demonstrable. But the point that I am making is that you like, yes, I can agree that the Palestinians and the victims that are feeling this, they definitely have the right to feel that fear, just innately, like, you know what I mean? That, like, it makes sense. But what I'm talking about is people like Hasan who want to talk about it as a hate symbol, just in general, rather than talking about the specifics. Also, that motherfucker is not Palestinian, Arskin. I don't know. I'm gonna just assume that they are. I still don't know. So.
Original comment. This is what Snark does to a motherfucker. It's an echo chamber that promotes harassment, and over time, it corrupts your brain.
Because, yeah, a visceral reaction to it's like... Because, like I'm saying, it's like, if you believe that, then any country that, like... Honestly, this would be too complicated to try and just play. Basically, the point I'm making is it would be the same as saying like a fear of Muslims or something because of Islamic, different Islamic rule and stuff, or the fear of Christians because of the Crusades or something. Obviously, this is much more modern, but I mean, Islamic rule is, I mean, there are still countries that have Sharia law. Fucking Egypt still has female circumcisions that happen even though it's illegal. Like, it still happens in the country. And obviously Egypt doesn't have a Sharia law, but I just mean there's obviously countries that have these issues. See, I'm starting to conflate things because I'm trying to fucking talk about this, and I'm trying my best not to because I don't want to get bogged down in it. But the point I'm trying to make, and because I don't want to come across as Islamophobic or racist or bigoted in any way. But the point that I'm trying to make is that you could use this argument for any one of the Islamic countries or Islamic states that that hold these like heinous and act in these evil ways. Like, yeah. See, I'm not going to try and. I don't want to conflate things because I was going to start talking about like Sudan and like the attacks have been happening, but that is more like a cultural genocide, even though it is like happening like by the like a lot of the it's Muslim militia, like it's like an Islamic militia that's doing it, but not necessarily happening for anything more than or it's happening to more than just Christians, is what I mean. Yeah, I understand what you're trying to say. Yeah, I'm trying. It's just like, yeah, you could argue the cross is inherently evil or something. Yeah, and that's the thing is, saying it like this, it's hard to argue the opposite because it's just such a fucking crazy thing to say. It really is. Because I don't want to just argue the opposite. You can be anti-Israeli. When I was on the total far left anti-Israeli side of things, I also got a fear response from seeing the Israeli flag. I have come a long way, lol. And I mean, like I'm saying, like, it makes sense. You know, the whole idea of like a black kid who's only known racism walking into a store with a bunch of old white guys looking at him, you're going to have some kind of trigger response in you. But it's about understanding that not everybody's going to act like the same way and trying to like carry that nuance with you in life. I don't know if it's totally insane to have a visceral response, but the point they're making is nuts. Yeah, it's not totally insane, but I think the point itself is weird because you're just trying to act as though like, I understand the response from, like we're saying, the actual victims, but to have it outside of that is kind of where there's an issue. And this person just saying, like, I'm watching it being made into a hate symbol in real time. Again, I don't even necessarily have too much of an issue with this. The post itself is a little bit crazy. Yeah, you don't want to conflate an actual human ethnicity to a symbol, but I understand what you're saying. Yeah. It makes it hard when you don't want to be fucking weird and dishonest and crazy.
To the point that you're willing to put back anti-Semitic comments just out of spite. Not to mention, these snarkers that I showed are Hasan's moderators, who are supposed to moderate and be the authority on Hasan's community. So it doesn't surprise me when one of the top posts...
We got a thumbnail? The truth.
On Hasan's subreddit during the start of Collargate was a copy of an H3 snark post claiming that Ethan killed his pet dog Shredder with cheese. Maybe if it was only one pet dog, Collargate was a copy of an H3 snark post claiming that Ethan killed his pet dog Shredder with cheese. Maybe if it was only one moderator participating in H3 snark, I would give Hasan the benefit of the doubt that his community isn't involved with participating in H3 snark. But four moderators is just crazy. Also, I know I mostly talked about the new H3 snark subreddit, but that doesn't mean that Hasan's moderators also didn't participate in the old H3 snark subreddit. This video would be over an hour long if I went through every post Hasan's moderators posted on H3 snark, so I just want this to be the main takeaway.
Hasan Piker
Is a pathological liar, whether it's the endless amount of times he lied to cover up the fact that he shocks his pet dog Kaya, or more obscure lies like when he claimed...
Yeah. That's a perfect, thank you. Miss Mermaid said it perfectly. It's all good to have a visceral response, but projecting it onto innocent Jewish people for existing within their culture, sit with it for a bit. I think that's kind of the point. Because like I'm saying, it's like I was saying with like a young black kid going into a shop with having experienced racism and then seeing a group of older white men. It's not wrong for him to feel that way. But it would probably be wrong to just outwardly start treating them disrespectfully as if they were going to be racist for, just on the basis of them being white. But that feeling that he feels is completely justified in itself.
Claimed that Ethan posted exactly 110 Instagram stories about him during the debate.
So you're saying I storied about you 100 times this year?
110.
That's an absolute fucking lie.
110
Show me the evidence of that.
Times.
Show me your evidence. I've got pictures. What do you got? I talked about you 110 times. Show me.
You have basically 1.2 posts per day about me, 9 stories per week.
I saw a ton of anti-Semitism in the comments of a pro-Palestinian Insta post, and I also was seeing holes in Hasan's persona. Also, H3 at the time was validating. Yeah, I mean, Hasan, I think in general, his whole persona is filled with holes. And I think that the fact that he doesn't try and battle anti-Semitism while talking about this, it would be so interesting to try and speak about it from like a very nuanced perspective to try and like carry that weight to be able to break down all of the issues with like ultra nationalistic Zionists. Like it would be a very interesting perspective to be able to hold like those multiple truths, but he allows those like types of conversations to propagate, like the types of anti-Semitic rhetoric to just like go without, you know, just to be spread. And when that happens, it just gets worse and worse, and you just see it. And I think that's the worst when you see it on pro-Palestinian Instapost, because you see it on pro-Palestinian posts in general. Because when you see it like just under some Jewish person, you're like, yeah, fucking Nazis being Nazis as always. But when you start to see like these disgusting Nazi fucks trying to co-opt like an actual cause that is like righteous, like a righteous cause in some way, and try and co-opt it for the destruction of Israel and the Jewish people, like Jewish people as a whole, it's crazy.
Where are you? Show me the evidence.
We tabulated it. Hold on. Let me see if I can find the dump. Oh, no.
But as a Jew and seeing the anti-Semitism in the comments was kind of nutty. Also felt guilty betraying my family because we are Israeli. Well, that's the thing, is it's not betraying your family to also have a perspective. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure that your perspective is still nuanced and you have, you know, issues with Israel and stuff. But that's the whole thing, is it's about not hating the people. And people just love to hate.
Hasan has been getting away with lying for some time, but now that people are seeing through his lies, including even people outside of the drama sphere, like Dr. K, calling out Hasan on his bullshit, it's clear to me that Hasan lied about his community not being involved with H3 Snark, and the proof is in the pudding. Anyways, that's it for this video. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll see you in the next one.
Great stuff. Teddy Glow is here, and regarding my debate with Cruel World, Happy Mind. Cruel World, Empty Mind. Wow, it's been 20 minutes already. They're supposed to go live. Been 20 minutes. So now I have one other thing to do. Hasan did these, and he did a bad job at it. I don't know if this is the one he did. I'm not going to lie, I did it once before to see how I could do it. I didn't do that well. I'm not going to act like I'm a fucking super knowledgeable guy. But I'm trying to become more knowledgeable on locations of stuff. So we'll try the Middle East one again, real quick. So this isn't my first time doing it. I didn't do it a lot, but this isn't my first time, so I'm being completely honest. Let's see how well I can do, and then I'll do some of the other ones, some of the bigger world maps. Where do you guys think I should do? Europe, North America, South America, world, Africa, Asia, Oceania. I always have a problem saying it. Oceania, right? Oceania, right? Oceania? The US. Help me decide. But first, let's do the Middle East.
Turkey. Egypt. Kuwait.
It's one of the little ones, right? I'm pretty sure it's one of the little ones.
Oman.
Let's go. Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia. These are the ones that I don't know. I feel like it's one of these. That's Yemen. Okay. I always forget that Yemen's all the way down here. Saudi Arabia is too big.
Israel.
That's this one.
Jordan
is above. Oh, damn it. Jordan's to the right. I'm fucking wrong. Lebanon's above. What am I talking about? God damn it. I'm so stupid. I was getting it wrong because I was like, which one's Israel? God damn it. Okay. Qatar is this one? It's one of these ones. Qatar. Bahrain. That makes this one Bahrain. Iran is the big one. Cyprus is the little one over here.
United Arab Emirates.
Or is that? This is Saudi Arabia, right?
Lebanon.
Yeah, and that's Lebanon.
Syria
is
Saudi Arabia. Iraq.
We got it. I really fucked up Lebanon. Lebanon and Jordan, fucking that up honestly makes me feel really stupid. Because I have actually looked at like the Israeli map, like both modern and like an ancient map when I was doing like religious study stuff. So that actually does make me feel really dumb. That actually does make me feel really dumb. Whatever, I got 89% on it. To be fair, I got Yemen wrong first. It was Oman and Yemen. I knew they were down here, but I get them mixed up. I got really good at geography when I was doing a food guessing game. They used to play on members apps, but that was the only reason. 100% it now. Well, if I do it again, I'll 100% it easy. Watch, I'm gonna do it before it even asks.
Lebanon.
Oh god. Oh god.
Cyprus. Oman. Saudi Arabia. Israel. Qatar.
See, this is just testing how good my memory is.
Jordan. Yemen. Syria. Iraq. Egypt.
Do you want to know? I did this when I was a kid. It's the only reason I remember which one's Iraq and which one's Iran is literally because Iraq is smaller than the ground I ran on.
Kuwait.
Kuwait. There we go.
United Arab Emirates.
Turkey.
Iran. Bahrain.
Bahrain. Got it. People were complaining about the members game. Isn't that like the whole point of the members apps? So to have fun games, fun times. Iraq. But yes. No way. There's a KFC in Yemen? No way. I don't believe it. But which one should I do now? Did anyone say? Did anyone make a choice? I don't know nothing about geography. Alex is on one today. Alex feeling No Nut November too much. Why is her voice so sexy? You're talking about the AI voice? Here, we'll do North America. See how fucking bad. This is what I was talking about, right? Do Oceania? Okay. Oceania. We'll do Oceania first. Let's see. Then I'll do North America. We'll do the countries. And then I'm going to do the...
Nauru.
Oh my gosh. Oh no. This is going to be impossible. South America makes sense to ask an American? No? Okay, well, I'm going to do this one. There's no way I'm going to get 100% on this, even after getting it right. But I'm going to try this one, and then I'll do South America, then North America. Yo, no, this is crazy. Okay, this one. Okay, that's Samoa. I need to remember which ones I clicked. That's Samoa. Marshall Islands, no.
Tonga.
So I need Tonga. Oh god damn it. Which one's Tonga? No.
Tuvalu.
Tuvalu is this one.
Solomon Islands.
Solomon Islands. No, it was... God damn it, was it this one? It was the Marshall Islands. No. No.
Micronesia.
Micronesia. Or no. This one? No.
Kiribati.
Kiribati. Is Kiribati? Is it Kiribati or Kiribati? They said Kiribati. It's Fiji. God damn.
Palau.
This is terrible. I'm doing so bad. I don't even remember the ones I'm clicking now.
Australia.
Oh, Australia.
Papua New Guinea.
Papua New Guinea. That's New Zealand. Which one's Papua New Guinea? I knew it was New Zealand too, but I was like, where the fuck's Papua New Guinea? Isn't it around? I'm actually lost. Clicking New Zealand for Papua New Guinea is proving how lost I am right now.
Vanuatu.
It was there, okay. For some reason I wasn't thinking this was part of it.
Fiji.
Well,
New
that's Fiji.
Zealand.
New Zealand.
Samoa.
Samoa. That was this one. I got wrong before.
Marshall Islands.
Marshall Islands. 44%. Wait, the Palau flag is cool. I didn't even see it here. I'll play it again. Let's see if I can remember them.
Palau.
Palau. The Palau flag. The blue with the yellow. That is kind of cool. That was this one? Or no, that was Nauru. Palau was... No. No.
Solomon Islands.
Solomon Islands.
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Vanuatu.
Vanuatu.
Kiribati.
Kiribati. No.
Papua New Guinea.
I was going to click that one too, but I thought that was wrong.
Marshall Islands. Australia. Samoa.
Samoa.
Nauru.
Nauru. No.
Fiji.
Fiji.
Tonga.
Tonga. No. No. That one? No. Where's Tonga?
Tuvalu.
Oh, Tuvalu. No.
Micronesia.
Micronesia. Get up Google Maps. Is it Tonga time? Do Africa? I think I could do Africa. Africa shouldn't be that hard. Here, I'll do South America first, then I'll do Africa. We'll try it. How have we not started yet? It's been 30 minutes. Oh my god.
French Guiana.
This side?
Peru.
Oh, I got it. I got it. Oh my god, these are... I'm gonna look so dumb right now. Oh my god, I'm gonna look so dumb.
Ecuador.
Ecuador. Fuck. Fuck. Ecuador. Nope. Is Ecuador up top? No, it's right
Uruguay.
there. God damn it. Uruguay. Oh, Paraguay was right there. Is Uruguay up top too? God damn it, it was down here. Chile.
Bolivia.
Bolivia.
Argentina.
Argentina. Oh, no, it's God, I don't know any.
Colombia.
Argentina's this one. Why was I think I know Argentina too? I fucking knew Argentina was the... It's one of the only big ones. How did I forget? It's one of the only big... See, I start getting worried. I'm turning into Hasan. I'm getting worried now.
Venezuela.
Colombia, Venezuela.
Paraguay.
Paraguay.
Brazil. Suriname.
Suriname is...
Guyana.
Guyana is... I'm getting my half Latino card revoked, bro. God damn it. I'm not doing too bad, right? It's 62. That was terrible. Yeah, clip these for future cap and snarkers. 62%. I don't feel that bad about it. I'm not cut out for this. I don't feel too bad about that one, honestly. Looking at how much I got right, the Argentina one's really embarrassing. Ecuador and Uruguay, I don't feel that bad about. Ecuador and Uruguay, I literally don't feel that bad about. Argentina, I feel really dumb about getting wrong. Yeah, here, let me try North. Let me try North real quick, and then we'll do Africa. North and Central.
Guatemala.
Oh, fuck, starting with Guatemala. Actually, I can skip. I forgot I can skip. If I can skip them, that makes it way easier.
Nicaragua.
Nicaragua. That's also... I know it's like in this area. I know it's right in this area. God damn it.
Guatemala. Canada.
I'm just going to go back and forth.
Nicaragua.
Is it this one? God damn it, it's Belize. God damn it, that one's... Oh my god, I knew I was going to get that one wrong too. God damn it, and it's just right there. Oh my god.
United States. Costa Rica.
I'm looking even worse now. Revoke my Latino card. Take it. I don't deserve it anyways. Costa Rica is this one? No, that's El Salvador. God damn it, where's Costa Rica now? I feel I'm just the dumbest man alive. I really am.
Honduras.
Honduras is
Haiti.
that one. Haiti is this.
Cuba.
Cuba's
Jamaica.
that. Jamaica's this one.
Panama.
Panama is this one.
Guatemala.
Guatemala's
Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic is that
Mexico.
one. Mexico's that one.
El Salvador.
El Salvador's that one. You can at least feel better about how quickly I got the last of them right. I'll tell you one thing, you ain't no ship capping. It's an island, bro. What's an island? Which one did I not get right that wasn't an island? Nicaragua, Costa Rica. What are you talking about? I got the islands right. Haiti, Dominican Republic, Cuba, Jamaica, and then like I forget what these are called. It's not my fault. Europe or Africa? Africa has way too many. Europe or Africa? What do you guys think? We're going to go live any minute now. Maybe I should do Africa then. I thought Costa Rica was an island. I'm dumb. Europe now? Here, I'll do Europe then. We'll do Europe.
Ireland.
Ireland.
Serbia.
This one. Serbia. Fuck. See, as soon as I start getting into like Eastern Europe, that's where I start getting lost. Serbia. I'm gonna skip that one for now.
Vatican City State.
Vatican City's that
France.
one. France is that
Luxembourg.
one. Luxembourg. Skipping
Russia.
that for now. Russia.
Belgium.
Belgium. One of these?
Italy.
Italy.
Cyprus.
Cyprus.
Denmark.
Denmark.
Andorra.
Andorra.
Belarus.
Belarus. Poland. Belarus.
United Kingdom.
United Kingdom.
Luxembourg.
What am I doing? Luxembourg. Where is Luxembourg? Is that by Germany?
Montenegro.
She changed her voice for Ireland. Montenegro. Is that one of these two? Is that one of these small ones? It's San Marino. Malta. Oh.
Denmark.
Oh, it is its own country. I didn't know that.
Today, bye.
Oh, they did start. Well, I'm going to finish this up real quick so I can get this done. But thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm going to finish this one up real quick, and then we'll call it. But they did start. Denmark is... I'm skipping it again.
Bulgaria.
Bulgaria, I'm also skipping. Latvia.
Sweden.
Sweden's this
Moldova.
one. Moldova. God damn. Moldova.
Estonia.
We'll get there.
Moldova. Croatia. Kosovo.
Kosovo. I don't want to make a confident
Austria.
answer. Austria. No, let's check. Austria's down here. Latvia.
Netherlands.
What does he keep giving me the same ones to? Oh my god, Netherlands. Oh no, that's Denmark.
Norway.
Oh.
Romania.
Getting the ones I know wrong is what's making me the most mad. When it's ones I don't know, I don't care that much because I'm like, whatever. Romania's... Where the hell's Romania? That was Ukraine. Why the fuck did I click Ukraine? See, seeing the ones that I have clicked to is what's confusing me because I know this is Poland. So I know that was Belarus, and then I forgot fucking Ukraine is right there. I literally forgot because it didn't have the green available. Why the fuck did I forget? Oh my god. That actually feels so stupid. Oh, that made me feel so dumb. Skip Romania then.
Poland.
Whatever. Poland.
Denmark.
Estonia.
Estonia. Czech Republic.
Czech Republic.
Lithuania.
Oh my god, Europe is
San
so hard.
Marino. Liechtenstein.
Liechtenstein? Why are there so many European countries? Oh god, this is embarrassing. There are too many countries. Liechtenstein. Europe I do not know. For some reason I know more of I probably know more of Africa, low-key. Kosovo. Croatia. Oh.
Hungary.
Liechtenstein is one of the tiny ones. Hungary.
Spain.
I know Spain.
Germany.
Portugal. I know Portugal.
Greece.
I know Greece. Fuck, where is Greece? I know Greece. Where's Greece?
Slovakia.
Monaco.
Slovenia.
See, these are the ones. Eastern Europe, I am lost.
Serbia.
It's Romania. That one's Romania. Hungary.
Estonia.
Oh,
Lithuania.
Estonia's up top. I didn't know that. Okay. I knew as soon as we went east, I was going to be completely lost. Yep.
Kosovo,
I just saw it.
Monaco.
One of these? No.
Slovakia.
Slovakia.
Croatia. Hungary.
Hungary.
Switzerland.
Switzerland. Oh my god. No, wait, that's up here. What am I? No, it's not over here. That's fucking.
North Macedonia.
Why don't I know where any? How did I not know where Switzerland was? See, I knew it was by Germany in my head, but I didn't even think about that. I just started clicking. I really just started clicking because I went Switzerland, and I just started thinking of fucking like Northern European countries. That see, like I'm telling you, the ones that I actually do know slightly are the ones that are making me feel the most dumb. North Macedonia, no clue. No clue.
Albania. Ukraine. Luxembourg.
Oh.
Andorra.
I didn't even see that one.
Moldova.
Moldova. It's Malta. Moldova's one of these? Goddamn.
Denmark.
Denmark. This one I'm doing very poorly on. That's Finland. This
Romania.
one's Denmark. Romania.
Slovenia.
Slovenia.
Iceland.
Iceland. Or
Bulgaria.
Bulgaria. Or wait, Bulgaria was done.
Malta.
Malta.
Latvia.
Latvia. We got there in the end. God damn it.
Bosnia and Herzegovina. Finland.
We got there in the end. 51. I honestly... Can I get minus? Because you should get minus. What do you mean I should get minus? I did all right. I didn't do that bad. Why are you hating, Beppis? I didn't do that terrible. That one I do feel dumb about. I do need to learn more about Europe, I guess. I need to learn about the Europeans. This makes me feel dumb. These ones right here are the ones that make me feel dumb. I did know Denmark. I did know Belgium. I knew Austria, Switzerland. I won't say that I knew Luxembourg. I definitely was always going to get that one wrong. I didn't even know Luxembourg was right there, to be completely honest. Ukraine made me mad when I just clicked it randomly for Romania. I feel like I should know these: Austria, Hungary, Romania, but I don't. So that is a bit embarrassing. North Macedonia, yeah, all these, the Balkans, like we were saying, I just don't know. Once we get into Eastern Europe, I'm just lost. I'm at a loss for words. To be fair, you did way better than I would have done for Oceania. Here, let's do Africa real quick. Last second. Let's see how good I can do.
Eritrea.
Eritrea is this
Togo.
one? Togo is... Skip for now.
Guinea-Bissau.
Guinea-Bissau is one of these. Fuck, gonna skip that one for now.
Namibia. Sierra Leone.
There's too many in Africa.
Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe.
Algeria.
I don't know why I thought I was going to do better on this one. Algeria is... Oh my God.
Kenya. Somalia. Sao Tome and Liberia.
See, you have to find the ones you know first.
Cape Verde.
Start breaking them down.
Sierra Leone. Djibouti.
Djibouti. I know Djibouti because that's a hilarious
Morocco.
name.
Angola.
Angola.
South Sudan.
South Sudan.
Mali.
Mali. No.
Guinea-Bissau. Tanzania. Tunisia.
Tunisia.
Uganda.
I'm telling you, give me a second.
Angola. Guinea.
We're going to get somewhere.
Mauritius.
Mauritius.
Chad.
Oh, wait. Oh, this is going to feel dumb. Nope.
Guinea-Bissau.
I knew one was Chad, one was Niger. I knew one was one and one was the
Morocco.
other. Guinea-Bissau, I finally got it. Cool.
Mozambique.
Mozambique,
Morocco.
I know it. Morocco.
Uganda. Rwanda.
Rwanda.
Republic of the Congo. Western Sahara. Egypt. Gabon,
Gabon.
Liberia, Morocco, Gambia, Liberia, Equatorial Guinea.
Equatorial Guinea. Isn't that this little one? No, it's Gambia. No, it's Senegal too. Where the fuck is this one then? Now I am confused. Equatorial Guinea? Or was that this?
Eswatini.
Oh, I got it. I was like, was it this one? I was like, I know it's like up the coast or something. I was like, I know it's over here. Eswatini. No clue.
Nigeria, Gambia.
Now I know Gambia.
Malawi,
Malawi.
Western Sahara, Nigeria, Burkina Faso, Malawi, Mauritius, Uganda.
Come on, give me some more
Republic
that I know.
of the Congo, Sierra Leone.
No, Sierra Leone's over here, I think. Oh, no. Fuck.
Eswatini.
I clicked the wrong one. I was trying to click this one too. Eswatini,
Libya, Uganda, Burkina Faso, Libya, Morocco, Malawi, Kenya.
Let's make me do the same ones over and over again.
Lesotho, Sudan, Sao Tome and Principe, Cameroon.
Cameroon is here.
Togo.
Togo is, you want to, no, Togo's one of these?
Morocco.
There we go. Morocco, didn't I just see Morocco? No, I didn't. Goddamn, oh, Morocco's up there. What am I doing? I knew that one too. I'm so dumb. I was thinking because I was like, did I just see Morocco? I knew Morocco was up north. And I know that because of Cameroon. I only know about Morocco and Cameroon because of fucking because of the UFC. So I actually did know that. God damn it. See, again, it's only making me mad the ones that I do know.
Western Sahara,
Kenya,
Democratic Republic of the Congo,
Democratic Republic of the Congo,
Namibia.
No, I keep clicking on those. It's Nigeria and Niger. Stop clicking on those. Namibia.
Libya.
Libya. God, oh my
Tunisia.
God. Tunisia. See, and I know these two, again, I need to start going with my gut because I'm thinking like, oh, or I need to stop going with my gut and going with what I'm thinking. Because like I know Libya's up north. How am I missing up the ones that are like the easiest ones to remember? The ones that are like the biggest and fucking like, come on. Tunisia. That's Tanzania. Tunisia. Is it not somewhere over here? I don't know. It's also up north.
Senegal. Uganda.
Uganda. Tunisia is up top. Me and you both thought Libya was south. I was playing it and I was like, ugh, gut feeling. But I know Libya's up north. It's like, again, like you said, it's one of the few countries I feel like people know because of like Northern Africa is like a little bit more known. Tanzania, God damn it, Uganda.
Mali.
I'm gonna just start panic clicking through everything. Mali.
Mauritania.
Damn it. Mauritania. Is that like an island? That almost sounds like it might be an island, but I don't know. I don't know that one. I'm gonna skip.
Angola. Mauritius. Liberia.
See, I feel like Angola and Liberia I should know.
Botswana, Western Sahara, Sao Tome and Principe, Algeria, Tanzania.
Oh, damn it. No, wait. Is it not one of these?
Niger.
Oh, my God. Well, I kept clicking it.
Zambia.
Zimbabwe. God.
Somalia.
This is making me mad. Oh, why am I so bad at this?
Burundi.
In Somalia, I should have known that one too because of the pirates. Making myself look worse and worse. As I've gone farther down, I've gotten worse. Oh, Mauritius is an island?
Gabon, Madagascar, Zambia.
One. I watched the movie.
Burkina Faso, Nigeria, Burkina Faso, Benin, Ghana, Lesotho, Burundi, Seychelles,
Mauritius.
Mauritius.
Mauritius, is it this one or this one? We'll go with this one. Nope.
Rwanda.
Rwanda. Oh my god. Or wait.
Zimbabwe. Western Sahara.
Fuck. Western Sahara. Is it not? Wait. Wait. Oh, it was the coast one. Oh my god. I thought the coast was called something else. I knew it was West something. Oh, god damn it. I'm mad. I should know this coast. This one shouldn't be that hard. Malawi or Malawi. Using it as a guessing room to be able to find other ones. Ghana. Algeria borders Tunisia. Ghana.
Gabon.
Gabon. Oh wait. Wasn't Gabon over here? Or no, Gabon was...
Ethiopia.
No. Ethiopia is... That's central... Stop it. That's a central... Stop it.
Liberia.
That's Algeria, Liberia, oh my god. Liberia, Angola. Everything. Every which way. Angola, I just saw it. Which one was
Lesotho.
it? Lesotho. I'm just gonna kind of click through now. I'm getting too upset. I'm feeling too dumb now. Oh,
Sao
Lesotho.
Tome and Principe.
Or no. Is this one not an island?
Zambia.
Oh, that one is an island. I thought that one. I was like, I thought that one was an island. Ooh.
South Africa. Rwanda.
No, that one. Rwanda. Is it one of these?
Ivory Coast.
Oh, it was that one. I was like, I was thinking, was it one of the small ones? And I clicked the wrong one. I got unlucky.
Algeria.
Algeria.
Burundi.
Burundi. Oh, and I just clicked that one too.
Benin.
Benin.
Guinea.
Guinea.
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso. That's Botswana.
Central African Republic. Comoros.
Comoros.
Eswatini. Botswana. Mauritania. Nigeria.
That one I did terrible on. Honestly, I don't feel that bad because I feel like consistently I'm about 50%. I think that's what it was. I think consistently, if you look back through those, I think I'm consistently about 50%. I need to learn more countries. I don't feel that bad about myself though. Hey, I'm no Hasan. What can I say? But hey, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Do Saturday stream tomorrow. I'm going to be talking about indigenous peoples. I have some stuff planned. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. This is Captain Quasar signing off.